Hello everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing the book The Social Graces by Rene Rosen. And this tells the story of the quote-unquote the rivalry between Mrs. Astor and Alva Vanderbilt. And this is old money versus new money that was coming in to New York after the Civil War. And the it's just the main story is just them, Alva Vanderbilt wanting to get recognized by Mrs. Astor and Mrs. Astor not liking the new money coming in. And I really liked learning. I really enjoyed this book. I liked learning about Mrs. Astor. One thing that I found out that was interesting about Mrs. Astor, I'm not going to give too much away, but her daughters did give her a run, did give her a run for her money, and caused a lot of problems and scandals for her. And I didn't know that, so that was really interesting. And then one thing that the author found interesting is that Alva Vanderbilt did divorce her husband during a time that was not acceptable. If your husband had an affair, or even if he could do anything to you, um, you shut up and you took it. You shut up. If he had an affair, you turned a blind eye and you shut up. Everyone's doing it. Shut up. But she didn't do that. She divorced her husband at great cost to her. And there is an interview at the end of the book with Rene Rosen, and one of the hardest things with writing this book is to make these two women who only cared about status and wealth, making them relatable to an everyday public that, you know, aren't rich and don't care about status and wealth. And but she did find an, a lot of interesting things about Alva Vanderbilt and Mrs. Astor. One thing that she really enjoyed learning about Mrs. Astor is that Mrs. Astor was a good mother. She loved her children, uh, and she apparently took time with them to teach them things and take care of them when they were small. And she also learned about Alva Vanderbilt that she became a champion for women's women's rights. And yeah, so I really enjoyed this book. A lot of people, I read this on Audible, and a lot of people had problems with the narrator. One of the narrators, the main narrator, they didn't like her. I didn't mind her as much. I don't know what they're talking about. I didn't mind her as much as other people had an issue with her and returned the book. A lot of people said they returned the book, but I liked it. And my favorite character in this book was probably a side character, Mrs. Astor's butler. He stayed with her to the end until she died, and I think that's great. And if you are into the Gilded Age series on HBO, like I am, I'd recommend this book. I am really excited for Gilded Age Season 3. I will have to wait until the DVD comes out, if it's going to come out, because I don't have HBO. So, yeah. So, yeah. So I will be waiting for the DVD to come out because I'm that way. So let me know if you're excited about Gilded Age Season 3. And let me know if you've read this book and if you've read other books by Rene Rosen. I'm going to read more books by Rene Rosen. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.